Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit, well, no, I'm only like a minute late. That's not nothing, right? Nothing. It's actually pretty late for what I'm used to, though. I'm used to starting pretty much on time or like 5 minutes in, but I'm a minute late today, guys. You can dock my points for me. Like, whatever attendance points I have. I used to be really proud of having attendance points in school. Like, my parents were the type that even if I was sick and ready to like keel over, they would be like, stay in school till at least your attendance isn't affected. And that goes until like noon. I want my 60 seconds back. I'm sorry, I can't refund you those 60 seconds. You're gonna have to wait another 60 seconds for your request to be processed. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm back in school when I was trying to wait for like till noon. I think it was noon. Like, if I could hold out till noon, then I could call my mom and be like, come pick me up, please. But she would be like, unless you're like ready to keel over 6 foot under, like, if you were ready to be at your grave, you weren't supposed to call mom to let you home, please. That was partially because like my parents worked really late and really far away, so it was a little bit of a hassle. Hi Egan, hi Wayo, hi Jello, hi Fatala, hi Ofi, welcome, welcome. Why do you come? I come because no one else did. Cyberpunk 2077? What? Is that the game that you've been playing? That game that you really like? That you showed me before that I was supposed to edit a thumbnail for, but I didn't? Oh, true. I haven't played that game. You'll have to tell me about what it's like. Jinx, I miss you. I never get to see you anymore. I miss you. Ah! When will we get to hang out again? Me and my friends, but then also being very socially shy. I am working on that though. I'm doing pretty good lately. Let me send you the meme. Send it to me. Send it to me. You moved? I did move to YouTube. That is true. I have to be with the YouTube peeps now. I've been enjoying my stay on YouTube lately, but I see that Jello is a new member, so welcome, welcome, Jello. Welcome to the Chimkin Fam. It's lovely to have you. Today is the first stream to have you in, and we'll be doing tarot later today. The Keanu Reeves memes are great. I love Keanu Reeves. Oh my god, you know my favorite Keanu Reeves meme, at least in my head? I said when I was watching the recent like John Wick movie, I just want 10 hours of Keanu Reeves falling down the stairs in comedic fashion. And I found like a video that's kind of close to that. I think it was like an hour long, and you can bet I watched that whole hour and still laughed by the end of it. I love that meme. It's so good. I've been called out. I never felt more introverted. Don't worry, don't worry. If you are the type of person that just likes to lurk, that's totally fine. You don't have to say nothing. I just appreciate you being here. It's lovely to have you, and I just want to make sure you feel that warm welcome, Jello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. God, there was so much stair falling in the fourth movie. I thought so too, but I thought that was extremely hilarious. Like, never before have I felt so called out for how comedically I can fall downstairs. I've definitely done that before where my parents don't even bother to ask if I'm okay anymore because how clumsy I am. I've been born like a truck. I could get run over and probably still make it out alive somehow. I guess I'm John Wick now. I sent you the meme. Also, no spoilers, I'm still watching John Wick. TBH, I spoiled myself because I haven't watched the first few John Wicks. I've only watched the fourth one. So the fourth one is like the only John Wick movie I've seen. It feels like it's supposed to be a comedy, even though it has like these serious moments. I'm in love with it so far. It was definitely an old man joke because going up the stairs is... I can't believe he was trying to make it within a certain amount of time. I was like, I'm pretty sure the time ran out just watching him fall down the stairs. I'm having some covfefe because I'm not gonna spoil nothing. You're not gonna see nothing. I just telling you there are stairs and that's it. There are stairs. When you see that part, at me and tell me what you thought because that is my favorite part of the movie. That's all. Let me take a look at this meme real quick. While I'm doing that though, I did want to address something yesterday because why is this what is the title of this video, Jinx? Google how to ban stream. Why? No! I'm not gonna say nothing more about it. I promise, I promise. I did want to address something that happened yesterday because honestly when it happened, I didn't even honestly process watch it. I need to watch it. Cyberpunk. I need to play the game too. It's funny because of timer. Don't worry about it! Ah! Egan, you didn't see it. You don't know what the timer is for. You don't know what kind of timer. You don't know if he's running a marathon just to like run the marathon. Edge on it. Also, what happened? Don't worry about it. Oh, yesterday? So yesterday I had some... It's nothing bad per se. I honestly didn't process it because I didn't realize, like, as I was watching, I've seen it, so I know. No, you don't know. You don't know. So yesterday I had a lot of enthusiasm for Omori, so I'm really glad that people enjoy the series. I've been really enjoying the start, and I finally got through Dr. Cupid's part for Omori with the space boyfriend. I had a lot of fun fighting, and Wayo really helped me out in the last stretch trying to get the last battle that I fought. However, I did have something come up on stream, and it does have to do with spoilers, so I did have someone coming in to spoil the run a little bit. And I know that this wasn't on purpose, this was just, it wasn't malicious, it was just like excitement for the game. So I do want to remind everybody that for me, if it is a first run through, please don't spoil any part of the game, especially since I am still learning. I do want to find things myself and kind of experience that on my own. Like, I want to have that same excitement that people have when you first find things. Remember that backwards triangle. I'm having a hard time remembering the backwards triangle. The other thing I do want to mention is that this person did come in and mention that they thought that I was a bigger channel, which I was really flattered by, but they also said that like that that I was really small. I kind of wiped it off as a joke and saying like I'm not really short, and it's like I'm not really upset by it. Now I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I probably, like, I could see how that could upset some people, because someone reached out to me and asked like how I felt after that, and I was like, I feel fine, but I do want to remind, because I know that YouTube isn't really like, I guess a lot of pre-made content is pretty big on YouTube as opposed to live streaming content. Whereas before on Twitch, it was kind of like an unspoken rule that people understood that you don't really point out someone's size, I guess. Remember, size doesn't always matter. It's the quality of the person behind it, right? Right? And it's the same way here. If you do see that, I don't want anybody to dog on this person. I don't want anybody to like attack each other or anything like that. Very small physically, and we leave it at that. Stop! Size doesn't matter. But it is exactly like that. It's just etiquette. It is just etiquette for like live streamers. Don't point out their size. This is something that I just want to move forward with so that it's out there and that I state clearly my boundaries. I'm not really upset by it, but I just wanted to put it out there just so that I could talk a little bit about it. Honestly, I thought it was really funny. Because for me, it was like, oh, do I seem like a big streamer? It's kind of like a nice feeling at first is what I thought. And then I was like, oh yeah, some people do get hurt by that. What am I reading? Miri? Small? I'm big dragon. I'm a dragon. Of course I'm gonna be very big. You guys don't know what you're missing. Short queen. No! Why do you guys keep telling me I'm a short queen? I'm big dragon. I have big dreams, big ambitions, and even bigger person big. Yes. But yes, today, moving along from that, I'm very excited to share with you. I have my first tarot stream since moving into the new place. Bigger assets? Egan, you only just noticed my big assets. Speaking of big assets, I thought that it'd be good to take off my jacket, take it easy and comfy with you guys, since we'll be doing some tarot, and I'll be doing some hand cam streams today. Big dragons don't have to insist that they're big. I'm just saying, because everybody's dogging on me for being small. I can't just say I'm big. I'm look at me. I'm towering over you guys. You guys are itty bitty compared to my assets. Yeah. You guys are itty bitty compared to my assets. My assets could crush y'all. Wow. But no, don't jump into those. But yes, today we are going to be doing a hand cam stream. I'm going to be showing you guys my tarot, and since this is kind of like my first time back in YouTube showing off my tarot stuff, I thought it'd be good to try to show you guys a little bit about my personal tarot deck and then also the deck that I use to read chat with. I'll be keeping things a little bit simple because I want to chill for the weekend. I had a very busy day at work today, but I do want to make time for you guys. I'll always try to make time for you guys. I do want to mention too, Stream Element Spot running. Where he running to? I do showing hands. Yes, but we can't hold him just yet. We're not at that level yet. We're getting there. I do want to share with you guys that tomorrow I did say possibly I would gorilla stream. I'm thinking of taking that time off so that I can, one, spend time with, there's another streamer that to actually I introduced myself to them pretty early in my streaming journey, or rather I had a friend introduce us, so she's gonna be spending time with me at my place. We're gonna have an offline meetup, but other than that, I also want to work on the credits video for all the wonderful assets you see here. Yes, including those ones. And then I also want to do a the lore video. I want to put that up on my YouTube channel so that for those of you who missed my debut and would like to just see a shortened version or abbreviated version, I'll be posting up my lore video on my channel sometime soon. So yes, definitely taking some time off for good stuff, but I promise there's some good stuff coming your way too, guys. Yes. He's getting away, Captain. The popo's coming. Run, stream bots. Run, stream element spot. Yes. So gorilla stream, Harami stream. No, not Harami. Chill and enjoy. Don't know what a gorilla stream. So gorilla stream, if you guys don't know, is like a random stream that I decide to do that's not on my schedules. Maybe I didn't decide a time for a stream, or maybe I'm just like, I don't know when I'll stream, but I just want to stream this day, then I'll put a gorilla stream. Because if I can spend more time with you guys, I definitely want to. My goal is to do 2 to 3 streams a week so that I can make time to do personal things, but also spend time with you guys. So have a little bit of Miri throughout your week. Are they single? Why are you guys gonna ask? She's not single. She's taken by me. She's also not craft cheese, so I'm pretty sure she's not single. We'll have to find out tomorrow on next week's episode of Dragon Ball Z. What? Okay, but let me go ahead and show you guys the decks. I set up the room, so let's move over. Ready? Perfect. And let me also, you guys can see my thumbs. Oh my gosh, you know that show, what was it? The Keanu Reeves was in it, and he was like, I miss your thumbs. That's kind of like how it reminds me. How big is your deck? I don't know, it's at least like this big, which is bigger than this anime girl's face. I'm pretty sure that's big enough, right? Let me see. Oh my gosh, my thumbs. Do you miss them, guys? Keanu Reeves, do you miss my thumbs? Do I have to do the YouTuber thing where it's like, comment, and subscribe while you're at it? I'm about to like puke blood. Let me see. What was I getting ready? Oh yeah, you guys are on the roof now. I forgot. I've made you guys roof chicken now. What? Yes, we have the anime tarot deck. And then this is actually my personal deck. This is what I used for my personal readings for myself. So I have the Modern Witch Tarot deck and then the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Oop, there goes gravity. I could do the one rap from Eminem, the Sumalama Damalama. That one. I could do that one. It's been a while though. Oh yeah, I was gonna play the music for you guys. Yay! I get my Borgies! Orgus, smorgasbord. Gimme. Gimme. Oh my gosh, you put the onions on the side. That's so many onions. Thank you. Okay. Wee, thank you. Look, guys, I got onions, yay! And then I also got Borgie with some baby potatoes. Isn't that cute? My class already ended late. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I just got my Borgies, so I'm probably gonna be chewing on some taters while you guys are seeing this happen. I hope my deity is not mad. Provecho. Those onions looking hella single and alone. Are you trying to get with my onions? I swear, all they do is make you cry, so I don't know if you want to do that. I don't want to see you cry again. Thank you. Ooh, but here, why are chickens anti-gravity? Why are they up there? Because someone was like, I can't read chat. And then I was like, what? Do you want to be on the roof? So I've condemned you all to the roof now. You guys are roof dwellers now. It's just like I've sent you guys to the attic. Now you guys cannot be embosomed in me. Egan can fix them. Egan, do you want the chickens fixed? Is this what you want? The bat chickens. Hi, Hunt! Welcome. Oi, sus! Yay! For this, thank you. On top? On the side? Smells like mayo. It's white. I swear it's not sussy, but it's white with black specks. Uh-huh. Okay. I do put it on the Borgie. Oh, it's already on the Borgie. Okay. Thank you. You can't eat us? Says you right now. Okay. Let me flip-flopper you guys real quick. So, if I flip-flop you guys, hold your breath. What? I hope you didn't puke. There we go. Put you guys right there. Yay! Oh my gosh, don't throw up your meals. Okay, so first thing I wanted to do was show you guys this deck. So this deck is my personal deck. Oh, I wonder if the music is too loud. Is it too loud, guys? Let me know if it's too loud and I should adjust. I'll fix it for you. So this is my personal deck. I do tarot reading just for fun. If you do want a legitimate tarot reading, I'm probably not the most legit person out there. I kind of just do it and seek advice here, but I just want to share because a lot of people say I have pretty good intuition. If you find that it does not apply to you, of course, don't take it as for real. It isn't supposed to tell your future. It's just supposed to kind of help give you some direction. And if it isn't for you, it could be for someone else out there since it is a general reading. When I do this, it is meant to be for your zodiac, but that doesn't necessarily just mean like your sun sign, which is what most people go by. Your sun sign being like the day you were born, you have like your sun sign. So you say like, hey, I'm a Virgo, or hey, I'm a Capricorn. When I do, yeah, kaboom boom, when I do the boom booms. So if you do find that something is not working for you, make sure that you check your moon sign and also your rising sign, because it's potentially those signs that I could be reading for as well. So if you don't resonate with one, try another. I am going to be trying to keep track of all the signs too. So if you are not able to stick around for your full reading, you can always drop by and check the archives. I'll edit the description to include what timestamp for each zodiac. The zodiac, you guess first, that one start maybe? So I always start with Aries because it's the baby of the zodiac. I always go by the houses. So the houses can go from 1 to 12. That's the order that I do them in. I think Pisces is the last one. So Aries is the start, Pisces is the last. So the 12 houses of zodiac in order. There we go. So for this one, we are going to be going through first, where I'm going to be telling you guys about the Modern Witch Tarot deck and the Romance Angels. This is my personal deck. This is what I use to commune with my deity. And I commune with specifically Helios. Helios is the god of the sun. And he is someone that I've worked with for just a little while. I've only just recently started talking with him, thanks to my friend that I'm actually meeting tomorrow, who also does tarot. So I haven't talked to him in a hot second though since moving, because he's been packed up for a little bit. I also have my crystals here. I don't really do crystal readings or anything like that. Everything, it just kind of comes from myself. Taurus is the second one. Man, Streambot's be running today. He's practically running his own marathon. Okay, so I'm gonna ask first if Helios is here. If he is, then I'll do a daily reading for myself, a single pull with you guys. Yeah, these are crystals. A lot of my crystals are kind of like what Helios likes, so specifically like pyrite or calcite are the kind of stones he likes. He likes a lot of gold type, like bright, sunny gold, sparkling ones. They did kind of look like food. No! Streambot going for the border. I need him. He needs to keep working. Ask if you're stinky. No, I refuse. Chips and dip. Guys, I'm not eating all the time, just most of the time. So this is my pendulum. Oi! This is my pendulum. This is what I use to communicate with Helios. And I'm just gonna ask first if Helios is there. And if Helios is there, I'm gonna ask that he turns clockwise. And keep in mind that I am not shaking the stone. If you do see movement, it is purely the pendulum. So when you see it's clockwise movement there, that is Helios saying he's there. He's very quiet. A lot of the gods and goddesses or whoever you do work with can have different personalities, and Helios is kind of much more reserved. He's very conservative, and so when he moves, he's very like small with his movement. I can only tell he's really excited when he does like larger movements. Okay, Helios, you can stop. Okay. Do you want to do a daily reading together? Count clockwise for yes, counterclockwise for no. This is when I find that he's kind of whatever. So something with Helios is he said yes, but he's very like, he's not the type to really enjoy doing these public readings. So his movement is especially small when I read with him. So he's okay with this, but it's definitely not something he likes doing, and it's not like comfortable for him. It's just kind of like, but I just kind of want to talk to you. It's kind of whatever if other people are there, but I'm mostly there just to talk to you. It's like that kind of thing. Helios's personality is kind of like a dad, so to speak. He is literally like a father figure, kind of. So I had it before where a friend asked me to read a tarot card for him, and he was like, when do I get to kiss you? Can he tell me that? And Helios stopped talking to me for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, this pendulum did not move, and I was like, I didn't even ask the question, it wasn't me. But yeah, Helios is very sweet. He's very protective. He is kind of like a dad, so he was very unhappy that my friend asked that question. Damn, God of the Sun likes the color yellow and sunny things. Who would have thought? Yeah, he's very much like, he likes the bright colors. So I'm gonna do a single pull for myself. I'm the worst at shuffling, but I love this. That bought Bolton? Yeah, he running from end to end of the universe. He's gonna find the black hole, and eventually I will never see him again. So with this, I'm just gonna keep shuffling until something falls or until I feel that it's right. Usually you'll know by like, it could differ for everybody, but for me it's like feeling a little bit of like, almost like static in the tip of my fingers. But we do have one here. Two of Swords. Okay, so this is interesting. Two of Swords usually has to do with feeling like you're not able to make a decision, stuck between two options here. So this is kind of like what he's warning me here. I have the ability in my hand to make the decisive choice. You can see here she has the two swords ready on guard, but she isn't taking off her blindfold. She's able to, but it's kind of like, how to say, it's a decision you don't want to make. It's a decision you don't want to make. You're stuck between two decisions. You kind of inherently know the decision, but you're not ready to make that decision yet. So then, let me see. I do want to pull one more card because I have questions about that. And I'm not going to get too much into my personal stuff, so I'm just letting you know in advance. I am going to be telling you what it means. I'm going to be telling you a little bit about what that could do with me, but I'm not going to go into in-depth detail. So I'm just going to ask a clarifier. So I'm going to pull one more card for clarification, and it's the Hermit. So with the Hermit, I think it's saying basically I'm staying shut inside too much. It wants me to get out. Part of it is that I just moved, but I've spent the majority of my time moving, just staying indoors. I think he wants me to get out more. It's kind of like a lot of the problems in my life could be solved just by reaching out, but I'm like closing this here. I'm staying withdrawn and kind of to myself. He literally told me to touch grass. Exactly. He's telling me to touch grass here. He's like every VTuber's parent ever. But it does make sense that he's saying I think I could reach much more clarity of mind and find that things are within my grasp. I can make a more clear decision if I just go out and look for that solution. Yo, welcome back, Stoopy. Welcome, welcome. He really is a dad. I'm telling you, when I first came into this apartment, right before I moved, I did one reading with Helios, and I asked him about what he thought of my partner, what he thought about my move, and he's like, honestly, I'm gonna just tell you like it is. Things are gonna be unfair for a little while. There will be a kind of financial imbalance between you two, and you might have some issue with that at the beginning, but things will change if you are patient enough for that to change. So, do I see you? I do see you, Stoopy. Welcome, welcome. He really is a dad. He is my father, basically. Or rather, like a father figure. You really only find stuff when you look for it. It's exactly that, too. These cards just kind of give advice. They don't tell you the answer. And whatever answer you find is still something that you have to decide for yourself. Is Helios single? You're gonna make him mad at me again. No, I'm not gonna do that to him. When are you going to continue, Omori? So I'm going to ask that you keep to the topic on hand. If I do decide to bring up another topic, I'll go ahead and talk on that. But if you want to keep up with any updates, feel free to keep up with my updates on my Twitter, which you'll find at my ! socials. So if you do want to see an updated schedule, it will be posted there. Otherwise, I'll be posting it on YouTube when I have a schedule ready. But as per etiquette, just make sure that you're staying on topic with everybody. Thank you. Okay, let's do a quick shuffle here of this deck. Here we go. So this is the Romance Angels deck. This is an Oracle deck. So Oracle decks are a little bit different than regular tarot decks in that this is really just advice. It really just tells you what it is. You can look for certain like recurring themes and details, but it doesn't really have anything like a tarot deck like that you have to decipher. So this one here, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay. Yep. So with this one, it's the same thing here. So this is the card here, and you can see that there's a unicorn that's kind of like caged in the middle here. But unicorns are very special. They're like once in a lifetime. You never see them. They're very unique. They're kind of like, it's like you say, when there's someone really special, they're the unicorn, right? This is literally telling me to get out of my comfort zone, go out there, free yourself. Because if you're out there, you can take back control of your life. Things that, it's like, how to say, when I was telling you guys how I'm trying to work out to get myself back in line with like health things and things like that, like I've gained a lot of weight since staying inside, but a lot of this stuff could be resolved if I just decide to take it back. Get out of my cage, get out of like just staying in this cubicle of an apartment, go out and get what you want is what he's basically saying. So I have the control. I can leave if I want to, but I need to know that I can make that decision for myself. Like you have to do it. You can't just wait for other people to tell you to do it. And that's the kind of guy that Helios is. He's very fatherly, and that's what I really appreciate. He kind of tells me like it is, but he's very gentle in the way he talks about it. Touch grass, God. Oh, man, Miri, never touching grass. That crazy girl. And I keep all my tarot decks kind of like nearby me so that if I need to read, it's right near me. A tutti core? What's a tutti core? Let me see here. But now that we've done our regular readings, I am gonna go ahead and continue. So once again, I'm gonna give you that discretion, that disclaimer. Do not use this as legitimate advice or legitimate like future telling or anything like that. This is not meant for that. This is just advice, and this is something that you can choose to ignore or just choose to do for fun. This is primarily for entertainment. I'm not telling you what to do. If you find that the advice doesn't fit you, it could be because this is a general reading for all the tarot. Make sure that you check also your sun, moon, and rising sign, which you can also check from Cafe Astrology. Maybe I'll also link that below too. So I'm going to be starting with Aries. You will see me referring to this book fairly often just because I'm still learning tarot, so you will see me kind of looking up meanings and deciphering that together. The idea behind tarot is kind of like building a story. So for example, if you see a mailbox and then you see another card that's an envelope, you can kind of assume that it might mean that you are delivering a message, right? Same way with here, I'm kind of creating a story and kind of figuring out what these cards mean all together. I'll be doing a 3-card pull for each of these readings. Aries, Taurus, etc. are sun signs. So sun signs is dependent on your birthday. Your moon and your rising sign is dependent on your birthday as well as your location and time of birth. So Aries, Taurus, all of that could include your sun, moon, and rising, as well as a slew of other stuff too. I'm the baby. Yeah, Aries are the baby of the zodiac. Impulsive, passionate, loyal, but also are the type to forgive but never forget when they've been wronged. I have a lot of good Aries friends. Get the creative juices flowing. If you don't know your moon sign, here, let me actually look this up real quick if you guys want to do this while you're waiting or while you're kind of looking for your signs and things like that. I've never met a forgiving baby. So babies are kind of like the ones who, they don't really think before they say or request something, right? Babies are the ones that the only thing they think of first is what they want. And so like, if they want something, they cry. It's very impulsive thinking. They don't really hold back. That's kind of like what you think of the zodiac for Aries. Aries are very impulsive in that same way. Can we see the cockroaches you squished yesterday? No, I tossed them away. Although I did find a white cockroach this morning, which makes me think that there's a nest somewhere here, because white cockroaches are like baby cockroaches. I'm like, bleh. Cafe, astrology, birth chart. Let me see if I can find it here so that you guys can look this up on your own. Is it this one? I'm gonna give you guys 2 because I'm not sure which one it is, but it will give you a chart that'll tell you each of your sign. Excuse me. Oh wait, no, it's this one. I know it's this one. Okay, perfect. So if you guys would like to do this while you're waiting for your sign to be read, this is the link here. A zodiac. So your zodiac is your, think of it like your horoscope. It is your, like your Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, all those signs are zodiacs. Perfect. My moon sign is Sailor Mars. I wish. I think Sailor, was it Mercury was my favorite out of all the Sailor Scouts. Let's see. Keep in mind once again that you will need to know your birth date as well as your birth time and birthplace to make a more accurate reading. Okay. Let's do it here. So I'm gonna be reading for Aries first. What is the message you would like for Aries people to know? So 3-card pull. Whee! This one. 6 of Wands upright. Let's do again. 3 of Swords upright. Do you feel like you've been betrayed? Did someone hurt you? Is there a decision that you're stuck between? 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna have like this real quick. And then let me make a note here. This is for Aries reading at 44:57. And once again, this is for Aries and has the 6 of Wands upright, 3 of Swords upright, and 8 of Cups reversed. So Aries here. I just want to make sure I have that down. All right. So 6 of Wands. Just to clarify a little bit, Wands are thought of as fire element signs. So fire elements tend to be impulsive. They're very known as, like, if you were to think of them as a house in Harry Potter, they're kind of like the Gryffindors, is how I would think of it. Very brave, but sometimes they don't think before they act. 3 of Swords. So swords are kind of like your air signs. Air signs are people who, like, this is like your communicators. These are the people who need to speak clearly. They're hard to grasp, and they often have very creative but lofty ideas. It's kind of like a balloon that goes flying and you can't quite grab it to push it back down to earth. And lastly, we have Cups here. So Cups are your water signs. These are the people that they're very emotionally attached. A lot of them are very sensitive, and they're the people who I think are the most empathic, personally. Wands are fire because you fire spells. So wands, this is based off the original Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is kind of like what that's like the classic deck that it's based on. And the original was Pentacles, Cups, Swords, and Wands. I believe those are the original. And they're meant to classify as different elements here. So let me just take a look-see real quick. I'm bacon. Why do you guys keep trying to eat me? I swear I'm not edible. I'm not the most edible. Like, if someone called me a rain iguana and I was like, can people even eat iguanas? I know they can because I've seen Guga Foods, but still, I don't think I could eat an iguana. Six of Wands. Also, I think I saw Kanda earlier, but missed it. Kanda, if you're still here, hi! Hi! I'm a snack? No, I'm a whole ass buffet. How dare you knock me down to a snack level? Six of Wands. So, Six of Wands, after you come through the conflict of the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands arrives with a validating, harmonious moment of success. Perhaps you've emerged from the conflict more self-assured or more competent. Either way, the Six of Wands says that all the struggle is paid off. Tough workplace competition might eventually lead to a promotion. You and your significant other may have been at odds, but you've made up and your resolution is stronger because you understand each other now. Or maybe you've been through grad school and that was hard, but now you've graduated and got your doctorate. Okay, so the idea here that I'm reading is that Three of Swords, this is usually depicted as a heart that's been stabbed 3 times through. So it could be that you experienced a betrayal, or maybe like betrayal, not in a sense of like a literal being stabbed in the heart, but could be that you had your expectations betrayed. But I do think that you've reached a resolution regarding that. I think this has to do with a recent betrayal that you've now resolved, and things seem to be going really well for you. Sun God doesn't understand why you're saying you're edible. Let me see, 8 of Cups reversed just to put the whole picture together. So in reverse, reversals have different meanings than the upright. So specifically, this card, upright, means disappointment, dissatisfaction, moving on, letting go, and exploration. But in reverse, it deals with indecision, denial, and aimlessness. I think this is literally this story is that you got betrayed by your expectations, perhaps either in someone or in a situation, but you have resolved those feelings now. But now that those things are resolved, you're kind of figuring out where the next way, like where do you go from here is what I'm seeing. It warns against refusing to let go. It's hard, but sometimes you have to move on before things become toxic. I think your resolution was literally that you decided, I need to move on. This isn't worth holding on to. It's not worth keeping on, like, weighing on your mind, but it's easier to say that instead of to actually live that. So I think that you're coming to this decision, well, yes, I've decided this is the best thing for me. This is how I've made peace, but you're still not quite sure how to let go. This is where your mental may be at the moment. Yes. I can relate. Oh, I hope that if you have experienced this backstabbing or this betrayal, that it is something that you're able to let go of. Mostly, like, what I'm seeing is this is mostly for your personal good than anything else. I think you've already decided, like, to let go is the best thing to keep you. But it's like we said before, like, it is easy to say that I'm sorry, like, that you forgive someone. It's harder to say it genuinely and to actually let go. To have things not weigh on your mind anymore is very difficult, and I think that's exactly where Aries is at this month. So things are kind of like they're moving along, but it is really painful at the moment. Okay, so this is Aries reading. I will forewarn, like I said again, this month's reading is gonna be a little bit short. I do want to keep things a little bit shorter today because I want to relax a little after busy work day, but I am planning potentially to do a watch along this weekend. I'm hoping to do Howl's Moving Castle to make up for having kind of like a short stream day today. So Howl's Moving Castle, potentially on Sunday we will watch. maybe around the same time. So keep an eye out for it. I'll make an announcement in my Discord, and if you're not part of my Discord, feel free to look it up at !Discord. I'm gonna ask again that we stay in topic. So if you are interested in, once again, my future schedules, feel free to look up my Twitter or check out my other socials on Discord too. Yes, movie night! We are gonna go into movie night. I want to keep up more frequently movie nights, or I'm thinking of making it a weekly goal to hit movie night by doing like certain subscriber milestones or maybe certain like donation milestones, especially since I talked about it last week a little bit, but my motherboard is kind of dying, so I kind of need to raise money again for motherboard as well as the rent that I'm starting to go through. Might be able to help with it. Might as well use my nitro perk. Don't worry about it. Absolutely. I don't want to impose too much if I can. But I want to make sure it's like an inviting atmosphere that you guys are able to relax to. The room is I think I got roasted recently because one of the movies that I haven't watched yet is Lord of the Rings. That's one of the ones that everybody wants me to watch. That's a whole ass commitment though. You know what? Maybe I'll set a monthly goal. I'll set a monthly goal for whether that is donations or whether that is subscriber milestones. And if we hit it, then I'll go ahead and make that like maybe like a Halloween watch night or something like that. I'll have to figure it out. I'll try to figure it out by October 1st so we have the whole month to try to hit that goal. How's that? How's that? Commit to the whole ass, like, whole thing. Those are my favorite movies of all time. My friend does cosplay, and she committed to the whole thing, but she also made a whole ass cosplay in like 2 days and went to a wolf sanctuary and got to shoot with wolves. Like, she got some really bomb pictures. It was beautiful. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead with Taurus, and that's gonna be 5330. So let me go ahead and do that. There we go. And let us do some shuffling. Blah. So let's see what we get for Taurus. If you are a Taurus baby, those are people who are earth signs. Earth signs, very dependable. Some people think that earth signs are boring, but they're very stable. It's actually one of the best companions for certain fire signs like Aries, for example, because they kind of keep you grounded. They will never leave you. They're very loyal to a fault almost. I really like them because you kind of know what to expect, so it feels very comfy. I own the first Lord of the Rings movie on YouTube. Could watch it on Discord. Oh, yes! Just in time, Taurus gang. Yes, welcome in, Walker. Welcome, welcome. So we have 5 of Wands reverse. Taurus is a normal type Pokemon. You're so true. They're so true. I'm ready to be trampled by the Tauros. Let's see what we got. Whee! This one. 5 of Wands reverse, the Hermit reverse. I wonder if you are having kind of like similar to me. Let me see. Last here. King of Cups, interesting. Very in control or in touch with emotions. So once again, if you do want to follow along or figure out your zodiacs for your sun, moon, and rising, feel free to look here and complete the birth chart there. All right. So 5 of Wands, fire sign, then the major arcanas here. So this is kind of new for you guys, but we have the major arcanas and minor arcanas. Major arcanas, think of it kind of like you're in a deck of cards, right? You have your kings, queens, jacks, things like that. That's this one here. These are kind of like the major life events. Minor arcana, those are your cups, wands, like the smaller suites that are each numerical. So these are kind of like small things that are happening, maybe closer to the present. Major events are gonna likely be hinted at with these big cards showing up, or something that the cards really need to tell you at this moment. Tarot cards, huh? What is this? Stardust Crusaders? I love Stardust Crusaders! It is actually one of my favorites of the whole series. Season 2 was still my top favorite though, with Joseph Joestar, that's young Joseph Joestar. He is my favorite of all the series. Okay, so Five of Wands reverse. This is something that I think we just recently talked about. There's something like a feeling of, because the last one was Six of Wands, adversity, transition, uncertainty, competition, and tension. So you and some other people, perhaps at your workplace or perhaps like someone close to you in your personal life, you're kind of at odds with each other. A new element has entered the fray and shaken things up. Negotiation is becoming tense. Perhaps you're arguing over something that's to come. Clash of personalities perhaps could be a big issue. And I think this is causing you to go back in your shell. So the Hermit is, as you could kind of expect, is like the hikikomori. This is the person that's kind of shut in their room. They're kind of refusing to face the world, and we're kind of stuck in this moment right here. Hermit upright might mean that you kind of need to be in this space where you're kind of like needing some time to be alone. But I think in this case, it's advising against it and saying that this is actually becoming a bad thing to just kind of keep to yourself because it's preventing the issue from being solved. I'll watch JoJo's when Miri finishes all Lord of the Ring movies. I'll keep you to it, Egan. I'll keep you to it. Okay, perfect. Man, his goals. I'm telling you, if I could be as buff as Joseph Joestar with his cocky like personality, I wouldn't be just as confident as him. I would love to be like a Joestar. Okay, so the King of Cups. This is someone who's usually at the top of their game, you know? When you are emotionally present, when you are able to kind of resolve things balanced with balance, this is where you want to be at mentally. This is like the most mentally well person in terms of like their emotions. So with this person, diplomacy, emotional balance, calmness, measure. So it's saying that to kind of tackle this adversity, whatever this kind of problem in your life is, if you are having a disagreement with someone, instead of keeping to yourself, which is what I think you have been doing, it's kind of like, this is the person who doesn't want to negotiate. This is the person that doesn't want to discuss, because I feel like this is a fear more than anything of what the outcome will be. Like how I think conflict makes you super uncomfortable, and to be fair, conflict can make anyone uncomfortable, but I think specifically for Taurus this month, you're finding that this kind of conflict feels like it can't be resolved. It's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's like having a rock that you think that you can't move. You haven't even tried to push it, but you feel like just looking at its size that it can't be possible. So how it's telling you to handle this is actually coming from a place of calmness, being able to approach the subject and breach it with like a balance and maturity. This is going to be how you can be received well and how you can conquer this situation. I think that we need to get out of this and be this person for this to end up better. Wow. For this to end up going well. I wonder what this could be. Everyone telling me to touch grass, please. The task I'm doing is dumb. I mean, I get that too. There's gonna be often situations where you don't want to handle things, but if we keep delaying it, then it's just gonna be sitting there on our plate forever. I've been there before too, where I'm very conflict avoidant, so sometimes the conflict can be very easy to address, but it's just the fear of getting to it. I know what the result will likely be, or I know that it's a result that can't be changed easily, so I avoid it because I don't want to hear it. There's a saying that I heard from the recent movie, I think it was Elements. What was it? The one where the fire falls in love with the water girl, like the fire girl falls in love with the water boy. And he's like, sometimes when I'm angry or when I'm upset, it's just because I'm not ready to listen. And that's the same way. You may not be ready to listen at the moment. Elemental, yeah, elemental, that's exactly it. So if you are not ready to listen, it's okay. But you just know that you will need to come back to this. Elements, yes! I want to watch that movie. I watched a cinema therapy on it. I'm very big into cinema therapy. because it helps me to kind of better manage my emotions and see it from another perspective, especially through something I already enjoy, which are movies. I enjoy movies. I love like the Disney Pixar. I love like animated films. So it just helps me to kind of process emotions in a more fun way. So if you haven't watched them yet, I recommend taking a look at their channel. They are amazing. And they also are kind of like dads. Okay, let's go ahead and take a second here. We're gonna go on to the third house. And the third house is, let me see, Gemini. I used a link and I had a result. It's too long. I would say just look at the chart. When you look at the chart, there should be like a chart that summarizes everything. Just take a look at your sun, moon, and rising. Those are going to be the most important signs for kind of accessing your zodiac sign. Not giving up on Pilates and treatment. Pilates is great. My friend was a Pilates instructor. I really enjoy Pilates because it helps to like, how to say without sounding weird, it helps to open me up more. I feel like I'm more centered. I feel like my head is clear, and all the extra blood, like the better circulation, helps me to get more work done because I feel better. The adrenaline, yeah. Rising is Mercury. So rising, let me see if I can see this really quick. Let's see, this is Miri. And this. And let's do that. Okay. So if you are looking at the birth chart, I just kind of put something in randomly. Let me share this here. So BGM, move that up. I'm waiting for it to actually show up here. But I can kind of walk you through real quick here. When the chart is an image, what do? I can share with you real quick on how to do this. So let me see. Why is it not showing? Oh, here. Okay, perfect. So I just did kind of, this is a false, like this isn't actually my chart, but I can show you how to read it real quick. So what you're looking for is this sun sign, and then you're looking for this moon sign. So the sun sign is Aries, the moon sign is Pisces, and then you're also looking for your rising, which I believe, which one of these is rising here? This one, the one ascend. This is Gemini here. Like I said, this isn't my real report, but if you are looking for your report, these are the ones you want to look for. Fatala, thank you so much. I gotta go now. Have a nice stream. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for dropping by, and I hope you have a lovely night. Thank you, thank you. But everyone, bye, Fa. Bye-bye. Yes. Okay, there we go. I'll be back to see the Virgo reading. Absolutely. I'm actually, for Miri's actually a Virgo as well. All right, let's go ahead and go back. Once again, we're going to go for Gemini, which is 010450. Okay, let's go ahead and do. Stoopy, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a warning once again. We're gonna stay on topic here. I am not currently talking about Omori, and while I'm glad that you have excitement and enthusiasm for it, we aren't on that topic at the moment, so this is your final warning here. Thank you. All right, Gemini people. I like Gemini people. Gemini people are kind of like, a lot of people call Gemini people two-faced, but the thing with Geminis is that they're an air sign, so they kind of work with any environment they're in. They're kind of like, think of it as being the host of a party. So Geminis are very good at kind of adapting to make other people comfortable, but because they seem different with every party that they're in, sometimes people call that being two-faced, but I call it kind of like being much more adaptable. They're very friendly. They're very usually really good at conversation. I really love a good Gemini for talking to. Like, they're the best conversationalist for me. So let's go ahead and pull for Gemini. The Magician, one of my favorite cards. I love the Magician. The Magician is all about being able to see that you're able to control everything. Like, everything is under your control. You have the ability to create. This is when you're able to kind of like materialize your will. If you have any goals that you're kind of going for, these people are like masters at like, how to say, when they want to do something, they get it done. They have everything at their disposal to get it done, which kind of feels very Gemini to me. Let's see here. Knight of Cups. Excitement related to feelings and emotions. Not to see things getting their water spilled. I'm getting called. We'll have to watch VOD later too. No problem, Egan. Don't worry, the VOD will be up and I'll let you guys know. Absolutely, I'll put some timestamps in and I'll try to put it directly after stream. So hopefully you don't miss out on too much. I hope you have a good night, Egan. Everybody, bye, Egan. Can't get the name of those stands anytime I see these cards. I feel that. No problem. There we go. So once again, the ability to create is within your grasp. We also have the Knight of Cups. Knights kind of being like the ones who rush first into the battlefield. They're kind of like the ones that are more impulsive. So let's see. Creativity, romance, imagination, excitable and romantic, full of big ideas. I think you're coming to terms with maybe a new project, some kind of new idea that you're very excited about and you're hoping to receive some good news soon. I think that this is something that's brand new and that's why you have like a lot of inspiration for this, whatever project you're picking up at the moment. What is the Seven of Wands though? Because Wands definitely deals with inspiration. Let me see here. Seven of Wands, self-defense, resilience, determination, courage, upright, but reversed is insecurity, backing down. Are you afraid that this ideal won't do too well? Because you have two really good traits here. They're pink here, so I have a feeling that these are related together more so than anything else. But I have a feeling with this Seven of Wands, there's like lingering doubts or lingering insecurities related to this that you're not sure if this is going to work out for you. You're not sure if you have everything that you need to be able to make this come into reality. I think that this is reassurance that stay like determined. This is reassurance that what you have is a good idea, but you need to believe and continue to believe that this is a good idea. Your insecurity might be bringing you down, so what seems harder is not impossible. It's just it's made harder because you don't think that it can happen. Hey Miri, hi Kagami, hi, welcome. Tom Hootery is here. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah! I'm doing pretty good. We're currently a quarter of the way through and we're doing some tarot card. Kagami, do you have like do you know your Zodiac? I'm wondering cause I'm wondering if I passed it already or not. Let me see here. I'm Sagittarius. Okay, I haven't hit it yet. I'm not surprised that you're a Sagittarius though. Fire sign, usually like the leadership type, but someone who's like crazy determined too. Sagittarius people are really funny too. I find Sagittarius people are like the comedians, so it kind of makes sense there too. Whee! If you don't enter time of birth, it won't be able to calculate your rising sign. Truth. Which card is the Tom Hootery card? I don't have a specific card for that, but if I was to choose, I would say the Fool. The first card of the list, the tarot list. Which card is Cancer? I don't have a specific card for Cancer, but if I was to choose, it would probably be one of the water cards, so one of the Cups cards. I would want to say Queen of Cups. Queen or Knight of Cups. Someone who is very emotionally sensitive. I like Cancer people too. I'll talk a little bit more when I get to the Cancer, but I do like Cancer people too. Cancers are so sensitive. They don't even want to be told that they're sensitive too. But in terms of this, like I said, this is for Gemini, just a TLDR once again. Your idea is good. I want you guys to believe that this idea is good because the only person bringing this project down is yourself. Once you realize that you have all the parts that you need, because the Magician has everything in it. If you take a look, the Magician card actually has the wand, the pentacles, the cups. They're all in one picture together because you have everything at your disposal to make this happen, but you need to believe that you can do it. So that's Gemini. Next is actually Cancer. Once again, one of the signs that I really like, because Cancer is represented by crab. And crabs, if you kind of like know crabs, they're like hard shelled, right? They're kind of known for being snippy. They have like their pinchers, which can look kind of intimidating, but they're very soft on the inside. That's exactly like Cancers. Cancers are kind of like crabs in that same sense. They're very sensitive. They don't want you to think that they're sensitive. They're like the tsundere of the Zodiac is how I feel. Very, very tsundere. I don't like this as a fellow Cancer. Hi, Nova. Oh, of course you're a Cancer. That's honestly, why didn't I guess that sooner? Hi, Nova. Hi, Nova. Cancers are like big teddy bears. They seem scary, but they're very sweet. So for Cancer, let's see. Let me write that down here. Cancer is gonna be 01 12. Crab brave! Crab brave, crab brave, crab brave, crab brave. Okay. Let's shuffle here. And 10 of Pentacles, something career related. Pentacles usually deals with money, career, finances, or even work relationships. Three of Swords is back again. Some kind of betrayal is happening again. Betrayal of expectations, betrayal of friendships, betrayal of love. It could be any of those things. It could also be like work relationships too. It doesn't have to be like relationships of like love. Here it has to do with work. I think this is betrayal of expectations related to work or work relationships, because we do have the King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse usually being, once again, the king is kind of like at the top of his game. So this is saying you're not in your power related to work. I'm wondering if this has to do with like bargaining for better hours or bargaining for better pay, things like that, or better even like work situationships or relationships where maybe you need better teamwork. I don't know why this came to mind. I need a better team to work with to be able to get my work done. And the reason why I can't get my work done is that you have these expectations, but aren't giving me the proper resources to do this. This is kind of what I'm seeing. It takes effort to not say every day I'm shuffling. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da. Bum, ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da. Ba, ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da. So 10 of Pentacles specifically deals with family, community, security, financial security, wealth, and profit. Generational wealth, happiness, and stability. This card focuses on sharing and distributing wealth to support and uplift your family. So is this mostly a split due to trying to manage your finances to support family or friends? If you're trying to take care of both yourself but also other people around you, like, is there a certain level of degree of responsibility that you feel? Because for me, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that it's not your responsibility and you shouldn't feel responsible for taking care of any of these things. It's not your fault if you can't handle all these things on your plate. But I think that you feel like you're actually the one betraying other people's expectations if you're not able to handle this. That's rough, man. I feel really bad now reading this. Financial ineptitude, obsession with wealth or status, corruption. So I do think there's a level of like, I want to be financially dependable to someone. If people are having a hard time, then I feel like I need to be the provider. But the thing is, like I said, I think that you have this skewed expectation that you are supposed to be the provider. You're supposed to be the one taking care of this family or friend, but you shouldn't feel like you're the sole responsibility of that person. That person also has an equal responsibility, and you shouldn't feel like you are betraying those expectations because you're not able to keep up with that financial responsibility for them, you know? I think Cancer people are feeling really hurt, and I think maybe it could even be a situation where someone is saying like, aren't we friends? Like, I can hear something like that, like, aren't we friends? We're good friends or good family, or we have a great relationship. Why won't you share your wealth with me? You have more money than I do. I don't have any money to go around, that type of thing. But I think you shouldn't feel guilty about this situation. If anything, it feels like you need to cut it off. But I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's saying. This is just what I'm assuming from the cards. So be wary, take this advice with a grain of salt. And I hope that that somehow helps you, because it feels like a rough situation this month for you, Cancer people. The bot continues to be running. Exactly. He's been running. Don't look at my new profile. I would not call attention to it if you don't want it to be looked at. So just forewarning there. If you don't want something to be looked at, don't bring attention to it, because it's just asking for attention to be run on. Okay, so then let me go back here and let's do I wouldn't pay attention to it if it wasn't drawn attention to. I'm asking you to stop at this point, Stoopy. This is the final warning. I do not want this to be repeated. I don't want this to be something that is causing discomfort for chat. And I also don't want this to disrupt the stream. So please stop at this moment. Thank you. Okay. So then let's go. We're gonna continue with, I think the next one was, which one was it? Leo. Leo people. Did you know both my parents are Leos? Both my parents are Leos, and Leos are kind of crazy. Leos are like... The thing with Leos is they're also fire signs, but they both think that they're right. Leos are very good about coming to decisions quickly or having like made up their mind about a decision and following through. The problem with Leos is that if they have two different ideas, it's like butting heads constantly, and that's exactly how my parents are. My parents both have ideas, they both commit to them, but the problem is that they come up with different final decisions, and so they never finish. They never like they never make up a decision, and I'm stuck in between them trying to help them make a decision. I feel like I'm betraying them too, because they're like, did you not think my idea was good? Muhammad Abdul. Oh my gosh, if I could be Abdul, are you wishing death upon me? I love Abdul though. Hi Young, hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Today's a good day. I'm finally finished up with work, and I might have time off next week, so I might be able to stream more next week, which I'm really excited about. Am I? You're more than I to me. Since there are a bunch of tarot cards, why not pick one for me, or dare I say, choose my stand? Oh my gosh, you want me to choose your stand? That'd be kind of interesting. Let me see. What would be your stand? Queen of Swords would be your stand. I just drew that just to see. But Queen of Swords would be your stand. Queen of Swords is really cool too. Look at this card. It kind of reminds me of Monarch, like Li and Lai. The butterfly aesthetic with like the Ice Queen feel. Whee! I had a Leo friend a long time ago, but I left her because she betrayed me on her birthday in public. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. But that means like, some of the friendships that happen in life may not have been for you. Like, these are something that happen where it's clear that it's time to move on from those relationships or cut those relationships off so that you can be in a much happier, much healthier place too. Yeah, Amelie! How do I join in the tarot reading? So you're already here. We're going through all the Zodiac. I'm currently on Leo, and we're trying to read Leo. We've already done Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. Exactly, as Waya said, because I'm sure Waya also knows too, like, with time and experience, you'll come to know who your close friends are, and it's something that you figure out as you get older too. So don't be discouraged. Whee! Oh, the sun! I love the sun. Yes, I love the sun. The sun is so bright, but I think that something is being hidden from you, some kind of truth. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. So let me take a look here. So once again, this is for Leo. Nine of Wands, upright. Nine of Wands upright has to do with protection, defensiveness, vigilance, and past struggles. This is the card about setting your boundaries. You might be preparing to defend your power and accomplishments and protect your vulnerabilities, even if there isn't a direct threat on the horizon. Perhaps you've had to overcome quite a bit recently, so you're on edge and prepared for the worst. Either way, your walls are up. pause and think about whether your defensiveness is warranted. So it's something happening where your defensiveness is warranted. What are you defending from? We have Three of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Pentacles in reverse, disappointing results, imbalanced dynamic, poor workmanship. I feel like you're the type of person that's like, this is the person in the group project who pulls all the weight and doesn't get the credit for all the weight that you pulled. This is what I'm feeling. Hold on, you calling me old? No, I'm saying we're both more experienced. We've been through it before, I'm sure. Because, I don't know, like, I feel like just going through things, whether you're young or old, I just feel like you probably would understand that better. Blah! What's a pentacle? A pentacle is a coin. I just don't want to offend. This is like the question that my mom pulls on me, or pulls on other people too, is like, how old do you think I am? And I'm like, the question that nobody wants to answer, for real. Man, I can't believe you guys are so in love with my father. How are you guys gonna be so in love with Helios? You're gonna make him stop talking to me again for like 2 weeks. At least he didn't ask when y'all could kiss me. Helios is gonna be so lowballed. Exactly. Three of Pentacles, so I think that Leo, this month, you are on the defense and you're kind of like on edge because maybe someone's about to put a project on you, but you feel like you've been improperly credited for work that you've done on previous projects. Like other people are kind of burdening you, and so you're feeling like, is it worth the trouble to work with other people if I can get it done faster, if I can do it myself, and that way I can have the credit attributed to me? Not Daddy Helios! Ah! I do love the sun. This is one of my favorite cards, so not Daddy Helios. So the sun here is a card kind of like about revealing truths is what I think of. Warmth, joy. This is like being able to see things for the way they are. But I think that this is in reversed. So the reverse sun card can hint at a few different things. Either you're having difficulty seeing and appreciating the silver lining in life, or your successes and celebrations are taking longer to actualize. But you need to be patient. I think all the things that you've worked on are going to be credited back to you. It's just not immediate. Like, it's not something that you're going to get right away. So you need to know that although you feel jaded by past accomplishments not being recognized, it is something that whoever is in charge of you or whoever that you're trying to work for, they are gonna see how much you put into work. You just feel like you're not getting the credit that you deserve right now. Right this incident. Right this instant. Tell me that I did a good job. This is like you right now. So Leo, I just want to tell you, I know, I see you, you're valid. It's okay to be disappointed by other people at work because I know that you put in the work. And you just want other people to know that it's like, yeah, you pull your weight, but you want other people to pull their weight too. And if they're not gonna pull their weight, you don't want someone else to get credit for all that work you put in. No, yeah. Okay. So next is Virgo. This is the Virgo people. This is what I think Egan was looking for, right? Or was it Fa? Virgo at 0, 1, 24, 23. In case Miri has missed it, should I go for Hermit Purple or Star Platinum? Star Platinum! Star Platinum! Star Platinum. I like Star Platinum. I think Hermit, the reason why I'm not so into Hermit is that I feel like even though it's useful for small things, it was such a boring stand compared to some of the other ones that were in this show. Like, it's just a vine. I was like a little disappointed that there wasn't more for Joseph. Okay, so Virgo people, if you're looking for a single sign, I would say this is the one, because Virgo stands for the virgins, and not 40-year-old virgins, but just like, you know, like how Cancer's sign kind of deals with crab, like a sign that's like a crab or something. It's this. Thank you, Stoopy. Thank you. What do you mean? The crown belongs to all of you guys, because you guys are the real MVPs for being here and chilling. Hermit Purple is Spider-Man powers. What's the problem? I mean, I think of like, I like the Star Platinum because he actually is like a full full body, I guess full person. And a lot of the other stands are also like humanoid in figure. It's kind of like the design feels less compared to others. I just want as much love put into Hermit as there was in other stands, you know? Virgos, what are we looking for you in the month of October? Yada yada does it. This one here. 3 of Pentacles upright. All right. What else is there? There we go. Knight of Swords reverse. And lastly, let's see. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Interesting. So, something with communication, possibly dealing with workplace, because we have the 3 of Pentacles showing up again. And there's some kind of stab here with the Knight of Swords. It's represented by the mob boss, so if you know like Mafia, it's literally like that. I dig the art in that deck. This is literally one of my favorite decks that I own. I have like 10 or 11 decks. This is my favorite, and this is the one that I read for chat all the time. It's the one I vibe with for doing general readings the most. Reverse has to deal with provocation, impulsiveness, conflict. Think of like Mafia Wars. That's kind of what this is. Hi, Miri, I'm at work. Oh, Umbra, focus on work. What are you doing? Thanks for coming, though. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing really well. 3 of Pentacles. We're on Virgo right now for the tarot readings. You told your bosses what VTubers are? Oh my god! Do they know you're watching VTubers right now? 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration, enterprise, recognition, and work. So you might be working together with someone, but I think you want to be careful of who you're working with. Be prepared for some harsh realities to come smashing down. Cold hard facts might sting, but it might lead to also being provoked. So you don't want to be provoked by sudden, like, don't act on emotion. Make sure you're acting rationally. This is what Bossy is like. I got asked by a new recent grad if I knew what memes were. Oh my gosh, no! I still don't quite understand memes, to be honest. I'm like very old school, so I still don't really... But memes are kind of like over my head, which is kind of weird because I'm a VTuber. So Ace of Swords reverse deals with coldness, cruelty, curtness over rationality. You could be too cold, rational, and disciplined to the point that you might not care about how your words could affect someone else. So I feel like this person, I think that you're about to enter a collaboration that is work related, but I think you're being too harsh about it. Like you might be cutting a little too deep. You might be setting certain expectations that maybe are a little too hard to handle for this person, or you're being a little bit, like the way that you convey the information is not getting through as you want. So you might need to be careful who you hurt this month, and it could hurt your financial opportunities or your career opportunities. This goes also for networking or relationships that you build for financial or career gains. So be careful who you piss off is basically the message for this month, Virgos. You are ahead of your shit. You do work very rationally. You are very organized, but none of those things are being in question. Like, none of those things are argued, but you need to be careful because the work relationships you need to build for those kind of goals that you're building could be affected and could tear everything you're working on down. So you need to be careful how you talk to people this month. Stupid, I'm gonna be quite frank. I personally choose what comments that I choose to read, what comments I choose to go over. I do not want to go farther. Again, there is common etiquette. Going forward from today, future streams are gonna include rules in my description. Please follow the rules in my description. I had them on Twitch. I did not expect to need them on YouTube. If you want to continue being a viewer on this channel, before I decide to go for a ban or before I decide to time you out, I need you to refrain from all caps. Do not yell at me. Do not tell me how to run my streams. This is a warning. I don't want anybody to yell at Stoopy or to tell them anything either. This is something I'm personally saying to set my boundary, as I've mentioned even before streaming. I don't want to bring the mood down. I apologize for that, but I do want to address these things frankly because I do care about speaking very frankly directly to you guys. So I'm sorry to have to be very frank. I'm sorry to have to be kind of direct. I don't want to hurt any feelings, but I also want to look out for myself and my comfort as a streamer. If you don't enjoy the content I make, or if you don't enjoy what I'm doing at the moment, then I totally understand. If you guys want to come back another time till there is something that maybe you do enjoy, I get it too. I really appreciate any of you that you guys give me, anything that you guys want to stick around for. I really enjoy having you here in my space, so thank you for making this space a comfy space for me too. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. We are on Libra. Can you believe we're already halfway through? We are halfway through, and Libra, can I say this? Libra's kind of like, I'm straight talking VTuber. That's very hard as someone who's bisexual. Did you really think my cards could please you, Johan? Libras are kind of like these are the people that I have the most issues with in my life, and it's not for anything bad, but it's just I've always been like betrayed or slighted by a Libra, but I always come back to Libras because they're the most fair and non-judgmental person, as in like they're very impartial. But the problem is, like, sometimes I don't want someone who's impartial. I just want to be right sometimes. You know that feeling? Just like I said, when you're angry or upset, sometimes you're not ready to hear, not ready to, like, listen to anything. You just kind of want to be told you're right. That's right, I am fair. Exactly, like, Libras... they backstab everyone equally. No, the thing with Libras is, if they are planning to like hurt you, they'll do it like they'll stab you from the front. They will tell you directly. They're not the type of person who will like do that to you, you know? They are very fair. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and moderate my own channel. This is your warning on my channel. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and continue. So we are gonna go ahead with Libra. So let's see what Libra messages are. Libras backstab everyone equally. But they would rather, instead of backstab, it's front stabbing. Let's go here. So Libras, let's see what we have in store for you. It'd be funny if they get all swords. It would be, because Libras are also air signs, and swords are all about the air signs. So like Libras did not provide validation that you're... So if I'm right, then they will validate me. But if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter if I'm not ready to hear that I'm wrong. They'll just tell me like it is. Like they will say that I'm wrong regardless of how I feel. They're the realest people, but I've also like exactly like that from the front, so you can watch them cry and lick the tears. That's exactly what Libras are like. Wow. Who was the person that said it? Wouldn't it be funny if they were all swords? Why are they all swords? Why are they all swords? No, not again. You're trash talking zebras? No, not zebras. Okay, pentacles for the last one. I was really scared it was gonna actually be all swords for a moment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 2 of swords. Which is, I'll take 2 of 3. That's still crazy that you called it. 2 of 3 is still crazy. Indecision, pause, reflection, and introspection. So this was actually the card that I pulled at the beginning of stream for myself. So once again, you have the ability to take off the blindfold. I think you do have an idea of what the decision you want to make is, but you might be taking that time to make that decision just to like think it over again is what this is. It comes with a very difficult choice that you're kind of stuck between. It could be that both are a no-win situation, or maybe you really don't know which one is the right action to take. Let me look into this 8 of Swords. So this 8 of Swords here, paralysis, being trapped, fear, restriction. Ooh. It's almost like your movement is being restricted. Your movement's being restricted, or you're feeling like you're not getting the support that you need to make this decision any easier. And it honestly, all these swords could be in the way of making this decision. Staying stagnant and putting up impenetrable walls closes you off to new opportunities and prevents you from channeling creativity. It may feel impossible to trust again, but know that you need to make a leap of faith to invite goodness back into your life. You know what this means? It's like standing on the edge of a building and seeing like there's a big distance between yourself and the next building over. And it's like there's a deep ravine underneath you. You can't, like, if you fall, that's it. That's how it feels. And you're not sure if you can make that leap of faith to get to the other side. That's kind of the feeling it is right now. So King of Pentacles, this is the person who is the most logical. Honestly, this fits Umbra really well here. Look at the guy here. King of Pentacles, usually the most logical and in control of their emotions because they are ruled by logic. So King of Pentacles here deals with wealth, business, established leadership, security, and discipline. I think this is ultimately what's going to carry you through this decision making, is that you have experienced this already. You already know what the proper actions to take and what will likely lead you to your next outcome. So because you're aware of this, I don't think that this will hold you back long. I don't think these are things that will impede you going forward. I think this is just something that you're stuck at the moment. This is just your most present issue that you're in. So King of Pentacles, very Umbra-esque, very like, they're very in charge of their career and financial security. So I have no like doubt that you're gonna resolve this issue quickly. Perfect. All right. And then we have, oh shoot, where I missed my, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to guess. I missed the timestamp, so I'm gonna roughly guess and make a marker to check this time. Check this time. There we go. Nothing a knife can't handle. Umbra! You can't just stab everyone at work. Can you imagine if that was the way to solve everything? Wait, I'm having a taters. More than halfway through now. So, what is the next Zodiac? 4-ish minutes ago. So, around 4-ish minutes ago would be around like 136. I'll have to check around, not 136, 132. I can math. I'll have to check that. Next is gonna be Scorpio. Mr. River's gonna make a new friend this month? No! You're not an actual mafia. Remember, don't actually do it. I'm concerned for whoever gets on your best side. 38-44. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpios always get a bad reputation. Question, answer, tell me why you're. Since Scorpio is my moon sign, it would be a supplement to my normal sign. So basically, if you feel like you're not resonating with your sun sign reading, it could be that moon or rising could be more relatable to you. So it's good to check just in case. So for Scorpio, this would be your moon sign reading. Time flies by. We're already past halfway. Isn't it crazy? I was crazy once. I really feel like when I do tarot with people, it's always interesting to hear how the dynamics flow, so it always goes by way too fast. Wow. There we go. Scorpio. So Scorpios are really cool. It is just like a scorpion, but the problem with Scorpios that people feel is that they are very vindictive. But the thing is, like, they're also one of the most motherly, like, caring people. Scorpios are very, like, prone to, they have that hard outer shell just like a regular scorpion does, but they're ready to sting at any point too. Like, they're not afraid to help, but they're also the type that won't sit still if they've been wronged. They locked me in a rubber room with the rats, and rats make me crazy. There we go. So Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio children this month? October month of Scorpions. And next reading is going to be Sagittarius. So let's see here. 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups for Scorpio. Doesn't surprise me because Scorpio is a water sign. Wah! I can't take all of those cards, but I do think we want this card. So here, the Star. Okay, so we have Seven of Cups reverse, Six of Pentacles, and the Star in reverse. So contrary to everything else, I want to start with the Star here. So let me see the Star, which is number 17 here of the Major Arcana. Star Platinum right here, represented by this lady who's holding cups and letting it overflow. So in reverse, this deals with disconnection, obliviousness, and despair. This is indicating a loss of faith or hope that settles into despair over the pain you've gone through recently. It encourages you to stand firm and trust that everything will work out. You've come through the fire and are stronger than ever. Have faith in yourself. This card reverse could also hint at obliviousness, as in, have you been missing or ignoring guiding signs? So that has to do with these two. So let me see here. Seven of Cups in reverse, which deals with delusion, being overwhelmed, over-idealizing, or lack of perspective. So warning against being taken with this many choices that you're overwhelmed with the options. So this is like literally decision paralysis. You have a lot of options, but are not sure what to do with all these options. Be sure to remain grounded and take some deep breath. Work on making up your mind based on realistic consideration of what could be ahead. And what is ahead? Is it the Six of Pentacles that's ahead? So let's look at the Six of Pentacles, which has to do with generosity, charity, financial balance, and security, justice, and fairness. You got potatoes? We're potato twins because I already also have these potato wedges. They're so tiny. They're kind of cute though. It really reminds me of tater tots, but just in potato wedge form. We're currently on Scorpio. So we just discussed that's the Star. We may be losing hope over something. We're not ready to trust is what it seems like. Or we might be unaware or not willing to be aware. Jello, I hope you had a good time. I'm thankful that you are here. I hope your headache feels better. Make sure you drink some more water. Water is always good. Hydrate if you haven't yet. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Good night, Jaja. Jaja. All right. Oh, even the Stream Element spot is ready for you. Stream Element spot is like running straight to you, Jello. Don't get caught. Seven of Cups reverse, delusion, being overwhelmed, over-idealizing, lack of perspective. I think it has to do with being overwhelmed. Are you overwhelmed because... maybe you've been given an opportunity. That's what I'm thinking. You've been given some new resources by either someone or something to utilize. It could be money, it could be like a promotion, something like that. But either way, you're not sure how to deal with this new influx of prosperity. You're not sure how to deal with this new influence or this new money, this new position. And I think you're not willing to trust this too. I think you're not willing to trust whatever this is that comes in. It's like being given a gift and wondering what's the catch. And I think that's what's really holding you back. I think you need to take time this month to mull it over. Think over if this is something that is like to your benefit or if there's any hidden attachments to it. I really don't think there is. I think you know the answer to this. But either way, someone is giving you something and you're not sure if there are any hidden like strings attached to it. Johan, excuse me, what you say? What you say? Sorry, I think of chat as a what? You guys are all my friends. We all have a special relationship with each other though. This one was way on the mark. Oh no! Don't think too deeply into it is what I'd say. Think it over because I think that's better for your peace of mind for this month, Scorpios. But I think you ultimately know the answer to what you're looking for. Don't be discouraged because I think this is ultimately going to be a good thing. It leads to a lot of options for you. It's just figuring out what to do with those options and what direction to take. So then We have Sagittarius. I'm your friend, we're all friends. You've already seen my hands. What else can I say? Like, I've already shared so much with you guys. Sagittarius. And this one is 01 45 59. All right, Sagittarius babies, the leadership. It's your turn. Yeah, Sagittarius turns. These are the people who kind of like are the ready to like push forward. They're always like doing something or coming up with something. They're also kind of like the comedians of the Zodiac. I feel like they are really funny. It's really hard not to be pulled or attracted to a Sagittarius's charm or their charisma, is how I feel. There we go. Let me do a shuffle here. And for Sagittarius babies, what is coming up for October for you guys? I'm actually thinking both these cards. Lovers! And the Page of Pentacles. Just to forewarn, lovers doesn't always mean romantic relationships, but it usually does deal with romantic relationships. This just makes me excited. Ooh, let's see. And last one. A lot of exciting things and also a lot of pentacles here. This could be a really strong bond or relationship. Specifically, it looks like related to work, but it also could deal with a romantic relationship, perhaps dealing with money or careers that are kind of intertwined with each other. Chisme, chisme. I know, I love when the cards are chisme. You know what I like about tarot? Tarot is kind of like my chance to be chisme. I can look at the rumors, I can look at like, what did this person say about this person? Except not exactly like that, but just being like, I just want to be a little nosy. Tell me what is coming up for these people. And especially when there's lovers cards, I'm even more excited, like, what is going on here? Are they holding hands this month? What is happening? Connection, harmony, fulfillment, and aligning values. And I'm thinking it is specifically related to work, but I really want to see it related to relationships. Cards do drip tea, I'm telling you. They will tell me the craziest things. They're like, I have a friend who does tarot reading, and she specifically hates doing tarot for people when it turns out like something major happens. She's like, they're kind of a mess, but I can't just tell them they're a mess. Like, the cards are chisme. She has to kind of like finesse it a little bit so it doesn't sound as bad as it actually does to her. Oh, the cards are ready to chisme with me. I found love almost 1 month ago. That's true. That is true. So it's potentially something to do with love. Page of Pentacles upright. Financial opportunities, skill development, and diligence. Be prepared to get some news related to work or money. They're planners, so they're patient and hardworking, but they're planning for the long game. So this is all about taking your time to kind of get the financial gains you're looking for. Okay, so then Knight of Pentacles reverse has to do with lack of security, inertia, and negligence. If this is related to love, I'm guessing that this has to do with like trying to set boundaries and a financial routine or a financial boundaries. It's like almost like you and your partner are sitting down and kind of figuring out budget or where you can spend your money or where you should spend your money, especially for the foreseeable future. I'm also thinking that if this isn't about specifically love, if this is about work relationships, then I'm also guessing that if this is more work related, then how to say this? I feel like if this is about a close work relationship, I think this has to deal with budgeting appropriately, and money can be kind of very difficult to talk about, especially with very strong like relationships you don't want to mess up. Money is always one of the worst things for people to talk about, but also the most important things for people to discuss and communicate. Let me see. Despite all your efforts, things aren't totally paying off right now. Revisit your foundations and see what can be addressed. Alternatively, this card reverse can also imply you're being too negligent in your dealings and that you need to make sure you're not letting your projects, relationships, work, or investments fall into ruin. Yeah, whatever it is that you're avoiding talking to with this person, you clearly have a strong relationship or strong bond together. You should discuss this right away. And you should discuss this because you already have a plan in mind. Their plan might be different than yours, but especially if you want this to work in the long run for projects, budgeting, or whatnot, if it is a relationship, money is one of the most important things to get out of the way and make sure that you are on the same page as. So that's what I'm reading for Sagittarius. You might have to work out some financial things this month. I like your tarot cards. Yeah, you can absolutely find these online. If you like these tarot cards, you can find these on Amazon or other areas like your Barnes and Nobles or your Marshalls. I think sometimes has, I think specifically Barnes and Nobles or Second and Charles would have these. Anime tarot deck is the one that I'm currently using. They do have a couple different kinds of anime tarot decks, so find one that suits your vibes. Find one that you vibe with. I really want to design my own tarot cards in the future too. I really love tarot, so I really want to make my own deck one day. Yeah, sometimes right behind the register. I want to find a crystal shop. They have metaphysical stores sometimes near me. I used to live closer to one, and me and my friend would go there as like a day trip. Try to pick out some new crystals. They can be kind of expensive. I also use sage sometimes. I don't love the smell of sage, but sage is good for clarifying. Because sometimes, like, people talk about this, but sometimes negative energy can come across and that can really affect your reading and things like that. So it is good to cleanse every once in a while, especially if someone else has touched your deck, because their energy, whether it's negative or positive, could affect the deck as well. Things that I'm learning as a new tarot reader. All right, so next is Capricorn. Capricorn is one of my favorite signs. They're grounded, but they're not too like, they don't seem like the type of person that has a stick up their ass. They are an earth sign, but I would say one of the more like laid back earth signs. I really like a good Capricorn. They have their shit together is how I feel. 0, 1, 50, 2, 50. Perfect. Let's shuffle. Shuffle, luffle, luffle. I like Barnes and Nobles, but I feel like I spend way too long looking at the tarot cards and also all the plushies. I'm like the biggest fan of plushies. If I can get like a huge plushie, the one that I want the most right now would probably be the Gengar plushie that has the tongue that sticks out and you can stick your head in its mouth. I don't know why, but that looks like the most comfy like head pillow thing. It like wraps around your head, so it's literally like you're being swallowed by Gengar. I saw a Snorlax one at Walmart. Oh my gosh, if I could have a giant Snorlax bed and a giant Totoro bed, I could die happy because I could sleep on whichever belly I feel is the most plush. I can tell you Chisme my tarot from my family in DM of Discord later when end stream. Of course, absolutely. Feel free. Feel free to send a message my way for that. Ooh, but be careful who you send your charts to, because my friend who's more invested in tarot than I am, she is someone who sometimes has done spells and things like that, and she said it's very dangerous if you show your birth chart to people, because if they're in the hands of the wrong person, they could put a curse on you. So be careful of that. I don't do curses or spells or anything like that, so it's not really for me, but I figure like in case you're into the metaphysical and getting into like tarot and things like that, something to be careful of. Don't show your birth chart to anybody. What I showed was a fake birth chart. It is not my actual birth chart, but to be safe than sorry, don't show it. Okay, let's do a shuffle for Capricorn. This one, and I do think I'm gonna grab this one as well. So the star has shown up again. We have 6 of Cups and one more here for Capricorn is the 10 of Swords in reverse. We have 2 reverses and 1 major arcana upright. Okay, so 6 of Cups reverse. This has to do with overindulgence and nostalgia, inability to move on and being stuck. You're stuck in the past. Why are we stuck in the past? We have the star, which has to deal with creativity, vision, hope, inspiration, and healing. So you might be moving on from something that's hurt you in the recent past. Or maybe these are childhood traumas or long-term traumas that you're still trying to work through so that it doesn't affect your current relationships. And I think this might be why the swords is here, dealing with communication. So communication, we have the swords. The swords are telling me, let me see. Resistance to change, renewal, hope, and healing. Okay. I think, oh, Capricorn people, you've been hurt really badly in the past, and it's something that you're still working on and you're still trying to heal from. This is something big that's happened too, because we do have the star, but I do think this is going to be a big period of letting go and moving on. You have a lot of feelings here to deal with, so I don't blame you, but I think this is going to be the month where you're working on this exclusively. Like, if you don't learn to let go, you're never going to be able to grow. You're never going to be able to, like, you can't flourish to your fullest potential. You can't be as happy as you want to be until you're ready to let things from your past stop holding you back. I think this is actually something very serious for you and something that you hold to heart. Even in like regular interactions, it actually sways your emotions a lot. So I think in communicating with the people, you're afraid of who's gonna stab you next. That's what I'm kind of feeling. So I hope that this is a big month of healing for you. You do have this green color palette, and I do want to look that up really quick because I do like to do color theory and chakras, like what that could potentially mean. And all of these are green. So green chakra has to do with, excuse me, green chakras has to do with calming, soothing color, color of harmony and balance, associated with feelings of peace, compassion, kindness, and love. So this is about healing. This is your heart chakra. You need more time to deal with these things that have hurt you in the past. These are like literally like you got stabbed in the heart and you're trying to repair that. So I really hope that this month is healing for you, Capricorn. Aw, babes. Let me see. I'm sad because my burger's gone cold. I'm sad because my burger's gone cold. I was really looking forward to my Borgie. Let me see. Capricorn. And then we are close to the end here. We are actually on the 11th house, Aquarius. The Aquarius people are kind of like, they get told like that they're kind of like the freaks. They're very wild. They're very creative though. I've been told like they're kind of like the aliens of the Zodiac, but they're very like creative energy. People who are the most artistic people I've ever met, whether that comes with like writing, reading, storytelling, art, a lot of those people, the ideas that they have, even if they're not like artistically adept, they're like the craziest. They come up with some of the things that I would never think of in decades. They come up with it like that. I wish I could have like the brain of an Aquarius. So let's see what Aquarius people have for this month, October. October month. Wah! I am the worst at shuffling for real, but I do like the sound of shuffling. I'm not a big, I've said this several times before, I don't really like ASMR, but I really like the sound of how cards shuffle. All right, let's get this one done here. This one. We have, the devil in reverse, kind of like giving in to temptation. Devil is all about kind of like, exactly that. It's like the things that make you kind of attracted to the devil is the way that he tempts you. He kind of knows what your desires are, and this is kind of what can lead to downfall. So be careful of temptation, perhaps, this month. Queen of Swords, our ice queen there. Words that can cut deep. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. We have all reversals for this reading. And this is for Aquarius. I feel like this fits Aquarius to have like a very wild reading. So once again, this has to deal with temptation. Queen of Swords in reverse has to deal with susceptibility to influence, cold-heartedness, and over-emotionality. When you cut someone, it's not because what they like logically did would upset you, but it's that emotionally they cut you very deep. And then we have King of Wands in reverse. So King of Wands in reverse has to do with impulsiveness, haste, and high expectations. I think you want something really badly. There's something that is it's like being tempted to the dark side. There's something you really want, and whoever this person is, maybe it's like they're dangling the carrot in front of your nose, but you're acting in haste because of how much you want this thing. You need to be patient, because if it's meant to be, it will happen. But if you chase after this, you might make decisions that you will regret, especially if you are doing it in a way that you feel like you have to insult someone over it, or that you have to trample over someone to get it. You need to be careful of who you're wronging in this next month, because that could be like the feeling that I'm getting is that it's like being overthrown. Like you have the king and queen here, and they're about to be overthrown because they got tempted by the devil. So you need to be careful of what is tempting you, what your goals are, and if those goals are worth attaining at whatever cost is what I'm getting. It's like, I need this no matter what the cost is. You need to be careful of what that cost could actually, like what the consequences of your actions or your words could mean. So that's something to be careful of, Capricorn, or Aquarius babies. Over emotionality. Also be careful of grudges and resentments this month. I have a feeling that maybe it's someone in your past coming back to haunt you, and the need to say something back to them because you're pissed is gonna come back to bite you. So even if it feels good in that moment to like berate them, to look down on them, or to like, the thing I hear is like spitting at them is like, be careful of who you do that to. Even if you hate them, it might not be in your best interest. So lastly, we got Pisces. Pisces is 02/02/30. This is the last one of the Zodiac. It's come way too fast, hasn't it? Okay, so Pisces, my fish that are chasing each other. The Pisces is the most sensitive of the Zodiac, I think. They're the most emotionally in touch, but they're also the ones that get hurt and don't tell anybody when they've been hurt. They're very hard to read at times because they don't want people to see that they are as sensitive as they are. Pisces people, they're also like one of the most highly like intelligent, and I don't just mean intelligent in the sense of like how much book smarts you know, but they're like emotionally really intelligent. Like they're very sensitive to other people's emotions as well. In a sense, like they could have their emotions affected because of other people's. Let's see. We have the High Priestess in reverse. And it's throwing cards at me. Blah. Okay. Six of Wands upright. Okay, and last one here. Queen of Wands in reverse. Look at her. She's like the tomboy. I love this character here. It's like a Sailor Senshi too. So High Priestess usually has to deal with, as you might imagine, kind of like not religion per se, but faith. High Priestess is number 2. So secrecy, blocked or neglected intuition, spiritual denial. This card in reverse says that you might be ignoring your intuition. So there's something that you have a feeling about that you're like, it's nagging at the back of your head, but you might not be listening to it. Nurture your intuition and trust yourself. Be wary of secrecy when transparency is best. So there might be some kind of secret that you're trying to hide, or something that you're not willing to share just yet. And I think it's a big secret too. Six of Wands in upright. Six of Wands dealing with validation, harmony, victory, success, and recognition. Success, perhaps you've emerged from a conflict more self-assured or more competent. All your struggle is paid off. Tough workplace competitions might eventually lead to a promotion, or you might be getting over something and getting some new goal. Like you might have met a new goal recently. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, the shonen protagonist here. So this deals with self-respect, self-confidence, strong will. She invites you to direct your energies inwards. You may be feeling more withdrawn or less social, and that's okay. It may be time for you to focus on yourself and recharge your self-confidence and self-respect. Ooh, okay. You've met a recent goal, and it's actually went really well for you. But I think that it's almost like your walls are still up, you're still on guard for the next thing that's gonna happen. It's like, I can feel that you're tense, that type of thing. But you've worked hard to get where you're at. You just need to have the confidence to say, I did that, I've accomplished, and I can be happy with my accomplishments. But whatever come what may, I think you need to trust your intuition. That goes for, not like specifically people, but when you're working on your projects or goals, trusting that you know how to best handle a situation or what direction you want to take it. That is the most important thing here. So if you have something that you've accomplished, just know that you can celebrate that. You've done well and you've worked hard to get to where you are. You deserve the praise that comes with it, but also know that whatever happens, you also will know what direction to take if you just trust your gut. Like, this is what you know is the best way to move forward. So with that, that's all 12 zodiacs, guys. I'm thinking next time I do this, I'll also add oracle reading, so it may be a bit longer. I typically go like 3 or 4 hours if I do that, but for now, I hope that was insightful. I hope that some of this advice does help you. Have you ever considered yelling things in ebonics? What is ebonics? Define ebonics. I have not. Well, I guess that's it. It was helpful and fun. I'm glad. Yay! Well, guys, that's about it. I'm about to eat my Borgie that I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna pop that in the microwave. So I guess I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm sorry that today was a little bit more serious than I intended in some ways, so I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for dropping by stream. I love you guys so much. And remember to be kind to each other. I'll see you guys very soon. Orion! Everybody say hi to Orion. Hi, Orion. Bye, Orion. Don't worry. I'm going to be doing just as I mentioned before, I'm going to be adding the timestamps below. So give it just a second and I'll be working on that. Libra, I might need a little more time to figure out your timing, so thank you guys so much. Once again, I will see you guys next time. Love you guys. Heart, heart, heart. Bye! Bye!